Rest in peace, Greg. So Greg died shooting a video where he was going to outrun a train.
Can't outrun a train.
Right. We're back.
We're back.
Again. After your height, you took a week off because...
You forced me to.
Well, I didn't force you to take a week off. I just didn't have a third microphone. But we did talk about you. And we interviewed Lyle, who you know last week as your brother-in-law.
Yeah. My
and
boss.
And your boss. Not only is he your brother-in-law, but he's your boss as well.
Yeah.
What's that like?
It's just fine.
Just fine. You're not going to say anything here. Probably because he'll watch it.
Yeah, it's great.
I mean, I said this last episode, but this is the first time I'm saying it with you here. Since then. But more than one person liked our first episode.
Oh, that's very nice.
Most of them were probably friends and family. But yeah, it doesn't matter because I said one person.
Yeah.
And friends and family count.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Well, I felt like the last episode, which was your boss.
Yeah.
I was not as relaxed.
Oh.
And I realized it's so much easier just talking to you.
Because I'm so relaxing.
You're so relaxing. We should do ASMR.
No.
You know,
tap stuff and breathe.
Tap stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant tap dancing.
No, I mean, I could do that.
She's also a tap dancer, which is...
I mean, not really.
But you've done it before,
yeah,
which is more than most
tap.
people can say.
I have tap shoes in the back.
In the back?
Yeah, I do.
In the back where?
In our room.
Oh, in our room.
Yeah.
I thought you meant out back.
No, I've never been to that shed.
You've never been to our shed?
No.
On our property?
No.
Not even one time?
No. I have no need.
We have a small red shed on our property that I put a bunch of stuff in. Shed stuff. But...
Why would I need to go in there?
I don't know. I just can't believe you, curiosity didn't get you and you didn't just go out there.
No, never. Not once.
Huh. Well, maybe tomorrow I'll take you out.
Maybe.
You can see it.
Yeah, we'll see.
For the first time, but yeah, I'm so chill with you. You know?
Well, that's good.
And I think I was just kind of nervous to interview Lyle, to be honest.
Yeah. He's famous.
He's Christian famous. He's Christian famous.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Do you want to, I know we have questions ready this time that I gave you.
Yes. In advance.
In advance. Yeah. I shared a note with you.
Yeah. That's very nice.
Because I felt like, even though I said I was still good at administration, I don't know if people believe that. So
yeah, probably
I just kind of had to prove it.
Yeah. Am I just asking you questions?
Why don't you ask me one and then we'll see. We'll go from there.
Okay. I'll ask you one and then you ask me.
Yeah, okay. I'll ask you one. Perfect.
Okay, this one it's actually a very good question. How to lose stomach fat with Indian food.
Can you read it one more time?
How to lose stomach fat with Indian food.
How to lose stomach fat with Indian food.
Yeah.
I don't know if I know the answer to that. How to lose fat
with
stomach fat specifically.
Yeah, specifically stomach fat with Indian food.
Like using that as the tool to lose body fat.
Probably.
How do you do that?
I don't know. Spices.
No, I'm saying, is that the question? He's saying, how do you do that?
I don't know. It just says how to lose.
Did you say spices?
Yeah.
Spices are going to help you do that?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Thermodynamics.
Thermodynamics. The
I don't actually know what that means.
Thermodynamics.
Thermogenics. Yeah.
Yeah. Of spices.
No, thermodynamics is funnier.
Okay. So I guess the answer to this person's question is
spice. Make it spicy. 4 or 5 star spice.
Okay.
Indian food. You'll lose your stomach fat.
Just spice your fat out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I would say probably I'll go with that because I don't know if I have an answer.
Or the hotter it is, the less you eat. Because it's too hot.
The hotter it is, the less you eat. But that's is that a healthy sort of diet, it's like sniffing something so you're not hungry or whatever, you know. I don't know if that's good advice.
I think it's just like the hotter it is, you just can't eat it because your mouth is on fire. So.
No, I understand, but what I'm saying is,
so you eat less because Indian
using
food is
that
so good.
yes, I know,
but if it's too hot, then you can't.
Got it. But using that technique, I'm saying might be, I don't know if it's moral. You know, I don't know if it's like.
Why would it not be? It's not immoral.
But what I'm saying is, it's kind of like, you know, using things you maybe shouldn't use to like make yourself not hungry.
Like what?
I don't know if that's healthy. Like my example was salts. Like you can smell something. Have you ever seen those things?
No.
Well, you can smell them and your appetite goes away. And I don't know if they work, but.
No, that doesn't work.
Okay, it doesn't work, but.
How would that work?
I don't know. I'm not a scientist, but what I'm saying is that my overall point is I don't know if telling people, you know, to eat spicier food so they'll be less hungry is the best advice.
Well, it's just too painful to eat.
I understand. Do you want to ask me another question?
No, I like this one.
You like this one?
Yeah.
Okay. You're not happy with it yet?
No.
Okay.
Specifically stomach fat. How do they lose it, though, with Indian food?
Well, if I'm going to seriously answer the question, it would be just, I mean, you have to eat less. Mm. You have to be in a caloric deficit, which we've talked about before. And so you can eat nearly anything as long as you're in a deficit, and you'll still lose weight and fat with it. So, I mean, everything in moderation will actually help you lose weight, but you should probably be more concerned about your overall macros and not just your caloric intake. But that's how you would do it if you were going to eat Indian food. I mean, you could do it and eat Chick-fil-A. I mean, you could do it and eat McDonald's as long as you're eating, you know, less calories.
Will you ever compete?
Will I ever compete?
Yeah.
Like in bodybuilding, probably. That's what they're saying.
Yeah, probably.
In general. Will you ever compete again, ever?
With anyone on anything?
Yeah. It's really not my thing. And I think that not everyone, I think a lot of people that follow me are like, they think that I want to look like, you know, like a bodybuilder like Chris Bumstead or like somebody so big. But I don't, not everyone wants to look like that.
No, it's a big body. That's nasty.
Is it nasty?
Yeah.
To you,
yeah.
You don't like it.
That's like a boy body. That's
right.
like, he's not doing that to look good for girls. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. So by boy body, I thought you were just saying because he's a boy or a man.
No.
Right.
He's not doing that so that girls think he looks good.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing that so that guys think he looks good.
Okay.
That's true.
Okay, well, let's not throw accusations at people.
Well, that's 100% true. There's...
I don't understand.
They're listening in right now. I told you not to say that.
I don't know any girl who would look at a body like that and be like, yes, that's it for me.
Because you don't know girls that like go to the gym and are, you know, bodybuild. So
yeah.
But there are girls that find that attractive. And
like big girls.
I know, but I think you're going to get me in trouble. But what I'm saying is...
But I'm saying somebody doesn't get that big because girls are going to think that's hot.
Yeah. Sure.
They get that big because they want to look cool for boys.
But I don't know if that last bit is... I don't know if that's true.
That's 100%.
Well, the first part is definitely true.
That's 100% true.
Okay. But let's just imagine for a second that that's not true.
I can't.
Okay, but just try really hard.
I literally can't.
What if those people that are like doing the Olympia and are huge, just massive, what if they're not doing it for women? What if they're just doing it for themselves? I guess it's a guy, so technically he's doing it for a boy. If he's doing it for himself.
Boy body.
Boy body.
Boy body summer 2022.
Sure, that's what we should call them.
What?
Boy bodies from now on.
Call who?
The giant.
Big boys?
The big boys.
The big
that compete. I don't compete.
Big old boys?
I don't want to compete. I I mean, there's a chance maybe one day I'll change my mind, but I don't think so. I'm not saying I'll get that big, but what I'm saying is you could do a show and be my size. But you know have you seen how like tan they get to do that?
Yeah. I'm just like, this is borderline blackface. I don't.
Oh,
It is.
I don't know if it is. Okay.
100% is.
You are out tonight. I don't think it's blackface.
It is as close to it as you can get without calling it that.
Right. Okay. So it's just like really tan. So it's really, 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 really tan.
Yeah,
and
like a
so
black
regardless,
person.
right, regardless of that, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, and I would not love it if you did that.
Okay. So I'm not competing partially because I don't want to, but it sounds like you really don't want me to. So
No.
yeah, I'm not going to compete. Probably. Sounds like I'm not going to compete. We can move on, I think.
Great. If you could train with anyone, who would that be?
If I could train with anyone, who would it be?
Yeah.
That's a
Dead or alive?
You know, okay, great. Because actually the person who came to my mind first is deceased.
Oh, no.
Okay, and you're not going to believe the way that he died. You are not going to believe this.
Who is it?
Okay, so his name was and still is, I guess, is Greg Plitt. And so Greg was like, I think I was like going into college. So that was like, oh my God, like 2007. So this is a while ago. And I remember watching his videos and he was just like a lunatic. But like his energy, I just loved his energy. So I loved watching all his workouts and videos. Maybe I'll throw up a clip of Greg.
Never get the girl if you don't show up. If you show up, you put yourself in a situation to create those opportunities. And when you show up, how hard do you go? That's the faster the opportunity will come to life for you. It's up to you guys.
Rest in peace, Greg. So Greg died shooting a video where he was going to outrun a train.
Cannot run a train.
Right.
Too fast.
Right. The train's too fast.
Yeah, way too fast.
You're too slow, probably.
Yeah.
And, he lost. But what's crazier is, like, instead of running on the tracks, like, next to the train, saying I'm going to race a train, he, like, ran on the tracks. And I don't know if that was maybe extra motivation to, like, outrun the train, but
It didn't work.
it didn't work. And so that's how he passed.
Oh.
Yeah. In peak shape. Well, I guess who's to say? Because if he was in better shape, maybe he could have outran the train.
But who does he think he is? Like a cheetah?
Yeah. Or maybe he does. Or maybe he did. Clearly he thought he overestimated his abilities. But I mean, that's so sad, but it's also like, you could run next to the train and see, are you fast, or maybe do a trial run or something.
Yeah.
And not film it. I don't know. Or maybe like CGI it and be like, I'm this fast in miles per hour. How fast is a train?
Yeah.
I feel like there's so many, I
Other
think we could
ways to do
think
it.
of a lot of different ways to avoid getting hit by a train.
Was the conductor not aware of him?
I don't know, but the thing is, like, a train weighs like 4 bajillion pounds.
Yeah, of course.
And it's hard to stop those things.
Yeah, but you would think like, hey, someone's on the tracks.
Right, but what I'm saying is, by the time you go, hey, there's a guy trying to outrun the train, and they're filming it, I need to stop the train. And so he stops the train straight away when he sees that person. But the train is like, I'm fast and I weigh a lot and it's hard to slow me down. So
the bummer part is like potentially the train wasn't even going as fast as it could have gone, and it still got him.
Right. It could have been slowing down and still faster than Muscle and Fitness's cover.
Wait, but why would
model.
you pick? Why him? Why would you pick him?
What do you mean? Why would I pick him?
Yeah, to train with.
Because that story's incredible. If I could get him back, I go, why did you race? Why did you decide to
Let's
race
go
a train?
find another train.
And then I would not do that to him. And then I like I said, I loved his intensity, and like he was just crazy. And so like, yeah, I mean, like that intensity is kind of contagious, I feel like. So in a training session, at least, maybe not like
Well,
if you're around
train session.
all day, not in a train session. If I could train with anyone,
Nice.
it would be Greg Plitt. So that's the answer.
Sir, I'm getting pimples by eating eggs. Sir, can you help me, please?
Can you read it one more time?
Sir.
Read it one more time.
Sir, I'm getting pimples by eating eggs. Sir, can you help me, please?
I'm assuming there's like a period between all of this.
Yes.
That's why you're reading it that way. Sir, please, sir. I getting pimples from eating eggs? Is that what he said?
How does he know it's from eggs?
Yeah, how does he know it's from eggs? I guess every time he eats an egg that he gets pimples
Wonder where-
instantly, or
Yeah.
you mean like the next day? I guess that's a good question. You don't know where it's coming from. The source of it, really. If
But sir, can you help him, please?
I'm wondering if you can help him, because I don't. What would you to say to him?
Stop eating eggs.
Stop eating eggs probably would be the first step.
Yeah.
But what if you're like, I love eggs, I need them to get my protein intake.
We'll say that's just fine. You're welcome to keep eating eggs if you want to keep having
Keep having
pimples.
So it's one or the other.
Yeah, you can't choose.
So if someone was like, the rest of your life, you can only either eat eggs or get or not have pimples. Like you have to pick one.
Not have pimples. Not eating eggs is easy. That's what I've been doing
Okay.
for months with our baby.
Right. You haven't eaten eggs?
It's not hard.
That's just, I'm sorry, but just pick one. That's your answer?
Yeah, there's so many other things you can eat that's not eggs.
Okay.
Like millions and millions of foods that are good for you that are not eggs.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so don't eat eggs.
Yeah.
That's the help he needs, sir.
Thank you, sir.
I love your nails. You painted them.
No, Remy did the other night.
Okay, now I got to tell them who Remy is.
So Remy is
Lyle's daughter.
Lyle's
Who was on last week.
daughter, yeah.
Who's very cute, but also your sister's daughter.
Yeah, she's very cute. But
So your niece.
Yeah, she looks a lot like me. So I just pretend.
She looks like you.
Yeah,
does.
sometimes like she's my kid. But she came over with Lyle when he came to record that podcast. And so we had to be quiet. And so we were painting nails. So she painted my nails this nice blue, sparkly color.
Yeah, maybe show the camera. But it does look good. She did a great job.
Thanks, Ram. Yeah, she did great.
How old is she?
5?
She's 5 years old, and that's incredible. Looks good.
Yeah.
We should send her this clip.
We should. She would love it. She's so cute. Do you have any workout playlists?
Oh, that's such a great question.
Yeah.
Because I do, and I love music. Would you say that about me? Mm-hmm. Okay. I have a lot of gym playlists, and now I don't make a lot of them public. I think I've posted like one Perkfitt playlist, technically, like publicly available, and I'm still proud of that. That's like an older one.
Yeah.
But I haven't released anything since. And even though I've had friends, one specific friend I'm thinking of, make a workout playlist with me, in collaboration with me, which I thought was fun and a great playlist. But then I never posted it, and that was like a year ago. So I'm like, oh man. But I just learned that he's been updating that playlist. So it's updated. I thought it was old. It's not. So all that to say, I'm going to release playlists, workout playlists that my friends have curated.
Well, why can't you do it by yourself?
Well, I can, but what I'm saying is not everybody wants to listen to what I want to listen to at the gym. So, and these friends all have a pretty different taste in music. Mm-hmm. So I'm saying I could cover like every genre nearly.
What would you say is your taste in music?
I can't answer that. I don't know. I'm just immediately overwhelmed by that question.
What's your musical palette?
My musical palette?
Yeah.
I have no idea what that means.
Well, just if you could build like a little painter's palette.
Yeah. I mean, I know what a palette is.
Yeah, what would you
art
put
student.
in there?
Huh?
What would you put on it?
I don't know. I have a lot of like guilty pleasures, which would be like
Whoa.
like
Like what?
guilty pleasures in musical guilty pleasures,
Okay.
which would be, it could range from anything. I mean, it could be listening to NSYNC at the gym,
Okay.
or I posted this recently, but like I'll listen to Hamilton.
Yeah. Well, good.
What's the song that I love so much?
Wait
Leslie
for it.
Odom. What's his name?
Leslie Odom Jr.
Leslie Odom Jr.
Is it Wait for it? Or
Wait for it. Yeah. I thought you were saying wait for it like I'm stumbling to get his name out. Thought you were just mocking me.
No.
Wait for it is the song name,
Mm.
which is just a banger on Hamilton.
Yeah.
So I'll listen to that, but I listen to rap. I listen to like newer indie like rap or
Indie rap.
yeah, it's a thing. Which makes me feel super like it's pretty obscure like a lot of this stuff, but it's good.
Mm.
Again, that's one way I try to be cool is
Yeah.
to listen to that stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I used to have a music blog with my friend, you know, like I really enjoy music and discovering new music. So
Yeah.
I always have new songs I'm working out to, but I don't always want to share that with the public right away. Like I'm still kind of making my mind up.
Why?
I'm kind of testing it, you know,
Testing it for what?
for the people, I guess, you know.
What's your like threshold of like this is good enough?
I guess it depends on the day, really. I mean, I don't know. I guess only I know that intuitively.
Wow. Just
So
follow
that's
your
my
heart.
palette. I guess that's my inner palette, inner musical palette. Let's move on. Let's do a gym story from this past week.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I always have like a lot of stories. I feel like I come home from the gym and just tell you stories sometimes. But like at least once a week, right?
Probably.
So we could probably do this as like a reoccurring segment. They're usually like incidents, I would call them probably.
Oh.
Not a lot of people know gym etiquette, I guess.
Mm.
And so there's always that kind of like clash between people that have been going to the gym for a long time
Yeah.
and kind of know the unwritten rules.
Mm-hmm.
And then people that are maybe newer, which I'm so glad they're here, but they just don't know those unwritten rules. They just need more time or
Yeah.
need someone to just tell them straight up, you don't do that, you know, in the gym.
Like what?
Here's a great example. Let's say it's like 5 p.m. on like a Monday,
Yeah.
which is chest day for literally the entire planet, basically.
Why?
Because it's International Chest Day. Monday is.
Why?
That's just the way, that's just the most common way to do it. That's why everyone does it.
Why?
That's the way it's been since the beginning of time.
That's not true.
Okay, but let's not get hung up on that. So either way, Monday is the day that everyone does chest, and it's 5 o'clock, which is most usually the busiest time, right, in the gym. So if it's chest day at 5 o'clock, and you're supersetting, which means like bouncing back and forth between machines. If you're using 2 like chest machines on chest day at 5 p.m., like bouncing back and forth, and they're like more than like 2 feet away, you shouldn't do that. You're a menace if you do that.
Oh.
Because there's a lot of people there that need those machines,
Yeah.
and you're taking up 2 at the same time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That kind of stuff. Which I guess they won't know unless someone tells them. So I guess hopefully they're watching,
Yeah, maybe.
and then they'll realize don't do that. Maybe the recurring segment should be just me complaining about what I'm so done with at the gym.
Oh.
Like people walking around in socks.
Yuck.
Which there are places in the gym and movements in the gym like that you should do and can do, and you know people do with socks on.
What,
But-
like yoga?
No, like there's a bunch. What I'm saying is when I see someone walk out of the locker room
Yeah, yuck.
to their machine like in their socks, now I'm like, I don't know why I'm so offended by that, but I'm like upset. Like I'm upset by that.
Yeah.
Would
Well,
that
it's 'cause
upset
they're
you?
Trying to like contract and give athlete's foot to every single person in the gym.
Maybe that's their plan,
Yeah.
to take out the competition with athlete's
Yeah.
foot.
never know.
Let me tell a story from this week, really quick. I could have been listening to our first podcast, which I thought was very funny.
Yeah.
Because I think I'm funny, but I know that
Oh.
you're also funny. So I could have been listening to that, but either way, like, I was at a machine and I just started laughing with my headphones on,
Yeah.
and someone in front of me, like, was looking at me while I was laughing. Like, we kind of like caught eyes or whatever. He like took his headphone out, like he was upset. He like had an upset face,
Oh.
and he was like, "What?" like maybe he thought I was laughing at him or something. When I just coincidentally was laughing
Yeah.
at something very funny, and I just happened to lock eyes with him,
Yeah.
looking around, and then I don't know. That's not a great
And what happened
story.
after
That's
that?
the end of it. I just said I didn't say anything, and he was like, he didn't say anything. He just put his headphone back in like he was upset. But I'm like, I wasn't laughing at you if that's what you thought. I mean, like,
Was he doing something weird?
No, he's just standing there.
Oh.
So maybe he thought just him standing there.
Yeah,
He thought I was laughing at him.
Yeah.
Just him standing there, which would be a major insult. If you just, especially at the gym, if you just
Yeah.
look at someone and laugh at them.
Yeah.
I can understand why that would be offensive, but
Or
You-
you'd have
you-
to have like really low self-esteem probably to
which
automatically
sure.
think that someone's laughing at you for no reason.
that's your first thing that you think of.
Yeah.
Is if someone's laughing around me
Yeah.
and they're looking at me, then they're laughing at me.
Yeah.
With headphones on.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably a factor.
You know what's
But
the
it
worst?
is very like, if you look at someone in the gym and just start laughing at them, like that's bad. I mean, that's mean.
Yeah, but in what world are you just gonna like look at someone outright and laugh at them unless they have like something really crazy?
I don't know. Guys are like really mean. Guys
They're
can
not.
be mean.
Kids are mean. Grown people don't just
Well,
look at
here's
someone
the
and
problem.
laugh.
I hear you, but the problem is some of those guys are still kids. Like they never grew up. You know what I mean?
That's on them.
I know, but my point is, I'm saying it happens. It can happen.
Yeah.
Probably.
How do you stay at such a low body fat percentage? Diet, cardio?
How do I stay at such a low body fat percentage?
Yeah.
And diet and cardio are also questions. Like, is that
Yeah, probably.
what you're using
Yeah.
to do that? That's actually a great question, because I'm lean nearly year round.
Mean
I'm mean fighting machine year round. Oh my God.
I'm lean. I'm mean. I'm green.
I laugh at people in the gym.
I'm a bean.
But I am lean year round, more or less. But
Nice.
how I do that is basically like I'm never more than like 15% in a caloric deficit. Our dog is again making noises. He stood up and he sounded like an old man dying. I wish we had the audio. I'm never more than 15% in a caloric deficit or caloric surplus. So either way, if I'm cutting, it's 15%, which is, I'm trying to stay in that body recomp phase where you can, if you're in it and you really dialed, you can burn fat and build muscle at the same time. Really hard, but I'm never more than 15% either way. So, and it takes me much longer to lose fat or to gain muscle than it would, most people, if you just did a 25% deficit, you could lose fat faster, but you also lose more muscle.
Yeah. All right, last question.
Mm-hmm.
This is always very nice. There's always that one person who's like kind of trying to be a kiss ass a little bit, but they're probably genuine, so it's fine.
They like say you look great or something.
Yeah, I said, this isn't a question. I just want to say I love you so much. Peace and blessings.
Is that what they're saying?
Good tidings to the poor.
Good tidings to the poor.
He said, how are you doing?
How are you doing?
Yeah.
That's the question.
Yeah.
I'm great. I'm awesome. How are you? How are they? I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, I don't know either. I don't know how to ask them. I guess I could respond to them, but how are you?
I'm fine.
You're fine.
Yeah, just fine.
I'm just fine too then.
Our
I've
baby's sleeping
downgraded.
through the night, which is good.
Our baby's sleeping through the night, so we're doing great. Or we're doing fine. That's a great way to end the episode.
We're doing just fine.
We're doing just fine. And you'll hear from us again, and we'll tell you how we're doing.
We might be doing bad.
Yeah, we'll be honest with you. Like, if we're having a bad day, we'll tell you.
Oh,
Won't we? I mean, I feel like we're pretty honest.
probably.
Maybe too honest sometimes.
Yeah.
But we'll let them decide.
This is a podcast for people who do gym stuff and others too.